I'm back. Voila. Speak the vivation. Who else is around that I can talk to as well? If I remember correctly. Getting back up real quick. I can remember. Okay. The alliance leaders aren't, you know, on the walls like they were before. Here we are again, ready to fight the same foe, yet I would not be anywhere else. This conflict concerns us all. Come what may, we cannot allow the Empire to regain its grip on Alamigo. Here, I think we found our guide Lies mentioned. Ah, you must be the Scion party. I was told to look out for. Yeah, two red mages. If you follow me, I'll take you directly to Alliance's main headquarters. Bum. Bum, bum, bum. Bum. Bum, bum, bum. Bum. Bum, bum, bum. Da, da, da. Alright. Alright.
Welcome back, you two. Greetings, Lord Hien. Glad you could join us.
Glad to be here. I would have come sooner, while our own defense is not in question, but I am pleased to report that our soldiers are assembling for deployment to Alamigo as we speak.
We're grateful for your support. Thanks to the efforts of our allies, it won't be long before we've established defensive positions on this front as well.
Sure.
We have some good news too. Alphino has come back to us. As for the bad news...
Surprised we didn't tell her over Furlink.
So, Alphino won't wake up, Gaius van Baelsar is alive and hunting Ascians, and the Empire is planning to poison us all with toxic gas. Does that sound about right?
They did so many words, yes.
Ordinarily, any one of those things would have left me in shock. But the way things have been lately, it's all starting to seem pretty normal.
I was about to say, join my life, what?
Getting back to your report, are we sure this Black Rose is the weapon Maxima was talking about?
It fits the description. And it seems we have Alphino to thank for sparing us an early demonstration of its effectiveness. I have a feeling this won't be the last time his bravery in the Empire will serve us here in Eorzea.
So, make sure people get gas masks.
The threat of an unknown weapon has had us all on edge. But now that we know what we're dealing with, we can take steps to defend against it.
Wind.
As for Gaius, I'm not sure what to think. Am I happy he's alive? Not in the slightest. Am I happy he's hunting Ascians? Aye, I'd have to say I am.
I'll say, I mean, there's something in there.
Oh, speaking of Garleans you didn't expect to see, we have a tale of our own, as it happens. When we sent envoys to the Imperial Army to request talks, they returned with the message that Varys Zos Galvus would be attending.
What? The fuck? You sure it's not somebody in his skin?
The Emperor himself. Well, Varys did sanction the Popularis peace mission. But knowing that an Ascian walks in his son's skin, I do not see how we can trust him or anyone from that nest of vipers.
I know, right?
The Alliance would proceed with negotiations regardless, if only to give ourselves more time to prepare. We do, however, require your cooperation.
Woo!
Right. Yes. So, as a condition for the talks to go forward, the Empire has requested that a member of the Scions be present.
Of course.
There'll be a representative from each Alliance nation, of course, but I'm afraid we have to ask that you come along too.
Yes, the smile and nod, you know, the usual. I don't expect anything different from people. Making me do this bullshit every song and dance day.
Gods, Lise. You know how much I hate politics. But then, what choice do I have? Alphino and the others aren't going to do it.
I can do it. You can just sit back. I'm used to the nodding and smiling. Bullshit. Okay, I wouldn't say I'm used to it to some degree. I just am here. That's all I can say. I am here.
Very well. I shall attend as the Scion's representative.
In case you're wondering why I didn't ask you, the Empire also requested the presence of Eorzea's champion.
Oh. Well, fuck off then. No. I'm not fond of politics either.
Oh, you're not, are you? Come on, if Alizé can put on a brave face,
I've been
then
putting
so
on a
can
brave
you.
face this entire
Now, we
goddamn
don't
time,
know
and
what
nobody's asked me
Varys
how
means to
I
bring to
felt
the
about this.
table, or why he wants you there. But having you
No,
close at
you
hand
just
should make
sit
all
there,
the difference.
absolutely, you know, bring me into this, like, volunteering me into this, all of this shit. No! How about for once I stand up and say no? Don't shame me because Alizé is putting on a brave face, because I've had to do this entire goddamn time, and nobody's asked me how I'm doing. Okay, sorry. That might have gotten a bit too personal.
The meeting will take place on the border. Anticipating an early assault, we mean to position the bulk of our forces nearby.
The Alliance leaders should already be on their way. Once you're ready, we can head out and join them.
Emperor in a thrall of Asians? That is the question. If Charlatan could not negotiate peace with the Empire, I rather doubt war can be avoided here. But every moment we steal for our preparations will count towards the final reckoning. Should the Empire decide to ignore the rules of parley, we could be fighting far sooner than we'd like. Keep your weapons close. Who else is around here? I know. Did I already talk to you? Oh, wait. Yeah, I did. I don't suppose it's polite to keep the Emperor waiting too long, shall we? I mean, I'll let him wait as long as possible, actually, since you're saying that. God, could this be any drearier? Actually, yes, it can. I love that he has two females. I think they're two females. Like we're like waiting for... We're in trouble and we're waiting for the principal to show up. What did you do wrong? Everything. I broke everything of yours. Well, almost everything. Keep breaking things. You can't stop me, principal.
Esteemed representatives of the Eorzean Alliance. On behalf of the Garlean Empire, I thank you for inviting me here today.
What's it like to have three chins?
As this parley was convened at your request, I invite you to speak first.
Very well, Your Radiance. I, Nanimo Ulnamo, 17th in the line of Ul, should be pleased to oblige you. As recent events in Alamigo and Doma have made plain, the subjugation and exploitation of neighboring nations is not a sustainable policy. Should this day end in war, you may very well defeat us, but you will never extinguish the people's desire for freedom. Though it may not be in our lifetime, there will be another revolution, another war, and the cycle will continue. Doma has entered into a concord with the nations of Eorzea, a partnership wherein we recognize one another as equals. Garlemald could be afforded similar treatment. You need only set aside your ambitions and join us in paving a path towards peace.
Not happening.
You will not win me over with sophistry, Your Grace.
My autism is saying no.
As you know only too well, this alliance lacks the strength to keep the peace within its own borders.
I mean,
Even
Gaius,
now,
you weren't able
your
to keep...
struggles
not
with
Gaius.
the Beastmen continue unabated.
I mean, your own borders have gotten smaller because Doma and Alamigo managed to, you know, get out from under his yoke. So I don't understand why you think that you can keep the peace within your own borders.
Divided, you sow this fertile soil with the seeds of your differences and reap naught but discord and chaos for your trouble. Eorzea must be united under one leader, one purpose. I would offer you both and bring an end to your strife.
Well, how about this? I do you one better. Me, even though I don't want to be a leader, and B, I will make the own purpose. The purpose
With all
is fuck
due
you.
respect, Your Radiance, the only thing that you offered the people of Alamigo was fear and hopelessness.
The citizens of Doma can also attest to the meager arms of imperial rule. There is no purpose to be found in a life of oppression, each day more uncertain than the last.
Our people are willing to die for their freedom. A great many already have, and countless more will, if we don't put an end to this madness here and now.
Round more for me.
We brought order and stability to your lives. This madness and bloodshed is of your own making. You broke the peace, not Garlemald.
No you didn't.
Peace. Order. You kill our peoples, despoil our lands, take everything that is ours. And what? You expect us to lick the boot that grinds our faces into the dirt?
Yeah, because y'all are savages, apparently.
I expect you to weigh the costs. To recognize that countless lives have been lost on both sides in pursuit of a greater good, and to not squander all we have achieved in a fit of petulance.
Mm-hmm. Like I said, the principle with naughty children, except we are actually going to kick your ass.
Your Radiance. I fear I can personally attest to the dangers of pursuing one's vision with such righteous fervor. For 1,000 years, the Holy See of Ishgard waged war with dragons. A 1,000 years of sacrifice, of sorrow and hate, in which we bathed in the blood of friend and foe alike. Had it gone on any longer, we may well have drowned. Yet we have chosen to raise ourselves out of this bloody spiral, and have since made peace with our former enemy.
So I understand. No doubt the dragons were more receptive to your overtures in the wake of their leader's demise.
No.
You speak of peace, yet use war to achieve it. Your father would not have bothered to obscure his intent with honeyed words. He understood that strength is all that matters in the end.
Well, I mean, I'm gonna throw this out there. We offered him, and he attacked. Therefore, it was self-defense.
Without his clarity of vision, I can but wonder what will become of Ishgard and her people.
Far better than anything. He knows how to...
There was a time when Garlemald, too, lacked a leader of conviction. Weak and unable to wield magic, we were at the mercy of the strong from whom we sought refuge in the bitter cold of the north.
Mm-hmm.
Were it not for the discovery of ceruleum and the subsequent development of magitech, we might never have gained the power to take back that which was rightfully ours.
So you become the oppressor. Because you haven't learned. It's
You
still a
speak
cycle.
as if your people were the first to have been driven from their homes. Limsa Laminsa was built by wayward souls in search of a place to call their own. On the shores of Vilbrand we found it, and from those humble beginnings did we grow and flourish. And all without robbing our neighbors of their liberty.
So saith the pirate. Am I to believe that you simply asked the kobolds to yield up their lands and that they were happy to oblige you? That you did not drive them out like rats in the hold of one of the many ships seized by your privateers? I will concede that after centuries of exile, reclamation may be mistaken for invasion. Nevertheless, it is not. And those who till stolen soil have no right to object when cast out in turn.
Your uncompromising nature rivals that of the Ixal. They too lament circumstances which they themselves perpetuate. Were they but to embrace peace, we would welcome them with open arms. Indeed, some few have done just that, and now receive of the Twelve's Wood's bounty. Would that your people might learn from their example.
You dare compare us to the Birdmen? You who thought to invoke the 12 and threaten all of creation?
Says the person who invoked Bahamut.
I came here in the hope of finding some speck of common ground, but I see now these discussions will accomplish nothing.
Yeah, you didn't come here in good faith.
Despite what you people may believe, I am not wont to choose the sword over the olive branch. 'Tis but a pity men are loath to accept one without first being shown the other.
Wait! I beg you. This meeting was supposed to be a chance to find a way forward together, not to bemoan the missteps which brought us here. Please, if you truly consider violence a last resort, there must be a way we can come to an agreement.
As Mistress Alize says, we did not come here to bicker over the past, but to discuss how we might strive towards a brighter future. Emperor Varys, may I suggest a short recess, that all present might compose themselves prior to beginning anew?
Yeah, because he was doing... there's a certain manipulation of Negging.
Very well. I pray this intermission will suffice to move these talks in a more constructive direction.
If you already have started out on the path of being negative and trying to show belittling and all this other stuff, you're starting your mind from a different place than if you were on an equal ground. I do much wonder if Emperor's decision to attend these negotiations is it plain he has no intention of hearkening to our entreaties, but what then is his goal? It is true that Final Fantasy XIV, RPG sex capital of Final Fantasy XIV's beginnings were not wholly honorable, but our old wrongs do not make the Empire's deeds right. Correct. Virus holds fast to his beliefs, just as I knew he would. He would not be swayed from this path. Do you think he's, like, timing us for, making more gas? For years we've warred with the Empire, with no end in sight. A parley such as this represents a unique opportunity, and I will not squander it with bitter words. He was, however. Why do I get the feeling the Emperor is hiding something? Or everything? For a moment I feared our talks would descend into violence then and there. Alize speaks of your dislike of politics, but her honest plea may very well have prevented an early battle. Whatever rebuttal I had in mind was lost when Varys mentioned my father. The man is certainly skilled at keeping his opponents off balance. Yes. Phew, this is really not my forte. Yeah, I didn't say anything! After his Radiant's little performance, all I could do was not swear at him. I honestly don't know how I ended up playing the mediator. I just asked myself what Alphinaud would have done, and tried my best to do the same, and by some miracle it worked. But there really is no common ground to be found with that man, nor do I think he looked for any. Yeah, he's not here with good faith. So the question becomes, what did he come here to do? Because you may be certain it wasn't to make peace. Whatever it is, I can't make it out. Not yet, at least. We do have a little time before the parley is due to reconvene. So why don't we try consulting our illustrious leaders? Well, I mean, I just did that, but okay. Yeah, it's not impossible for one of them to spot something amiss. I will say one thing for this Varys. He is well versed in Eorzean history. His interest in our affairs is that of a beast in its prey. The Conqueror would know his enemies. All should know their enemies, yet there is much and more we do not know of the Empire. Then it's up to us to change that here and now. Ha! You would have me ask the Emperor himself? Well, mayhaps there's some wisdom in that. If we can skirt the storm of his displeasure, we may yet come to our own answers, even if it means sailing close to the wind. God have mercy, but for Lady Alize's timely introduction, we might have come to blows at the negotiating table. Not that Emperor left us with many great options. His unconditional surrender is all he will accept, do you think? Ere he arrived, I have said yes, but hearing him speak, I cannot help but think he came to us with some other end in mind. Exactly. He's building up to something. I know it. How then should we approach the rest of this parley? Have you anything to say, Warrior Light? You shouldn't listen to me. Invite Varys to explain himself. You believe he's more apt to reveal the truth if we put him at ease? Mayhaps you're right. Thank you, Ishnai. I would say, yeah, get somebody to talk about themselves. That's the easiest way. This parley was never like to bring peace, but I had hoped to learn something about Varys' relationships with the Ascians. Had we all. Yet if he is in league with them... If he's not like to volunteer the fact, and if he is not, how much weaker would his position seem for theirs present? If we were to broach that particular subject, we need to be subtle. I would I know more of the man if you would indulge me? Lord Hien, you received an imperial education, did you not? Is it true the Emperor's will is considered absolute? There is no higher authority in all of Galrimon, nor else in the heavens. Come to that. Veneration of the gods is forbidden, only worship being permitted of his radiance's own person. Sounds suspiciously like religion himself. I share disdain for their hypocrisy. Even as they denigrate the idea of the faith, they revere their leaders with a fervent others reserve for the divine. This is a common flaw in much of the doctrine they fed us. Logical on the surface, perhaps, or contradictory on closer examination. I wonder discussing various discrepancies might prompt Varys to reveal something. You've spoken with everyone then? Good. Now all that remains is to await the pleasure of the Emperor. I hope we fare better the second attempt. Oh good, we didn't have to walk
Now
walk
then,
in.
who would have the floor?
You.
Before we resume, I wish to offer you an apology. After you graciously accepted our invitation to discuss an armistice, we have done naught but rebuke you at every opportunity. I believe I speak for all of us when I say we are deeply sorry for our discourtesy.
I'll admit your familiarity with our affairs surprised me, and served to remind me how little I know of yours.
I think all here can understand the desire to reclaim one's homeland. But why expand further? That is my question.
If I may, the answer can be found in the Imperial doctrine they took great pains to impart to my people. Recognizing the threat icons pose to the world, Solus Zos Galvus decreed that they were to be eradicated. To this end, he began a campaign to unite all lands under the Garlean banner. Or so we were taught. Yet the Emperor only reached the burn, the Baron said to have been laid waste by icons, after conquering all the lands that lay between. What is more, I am quite certain the practice of summoning was not nearly so widespread in the days before the Empire's founding.
When you put it like that, it all starts to sound like an excuse, doesn't it? But to distract from what? Why are you really waging this war?
Finally, you ask the right question.
I hate you.
I can but hope you heed mine answer and at last accept the righteousness of our cause.
Fuck you. I mean, sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. Continue.
My goal is this: to return the world to the way it once was, the way it was always meant to be. In doing so, mankind will be made whole once more. No longer will we suffer from the dissension born of our differences.
Oh. Frenzied flame ending.
There will be but one race, a perfect race, as we were when time began.
What in Rulga's name are you talking about?
I am talking about the origins of this star, of the source and its 13 reflections. At the instant of the great sundering, 'twas not only the world that was shattered, but mankind itself. Thus were we divided into myriad races, each with its own unique imperfections. That is why man looks upon his neighbor and feels fear and hatred, why he wages war, why he kills his brother.
I beg to differ. If the fact the sundering happened meant that we looks upon his neighbor and fears, meant that there was a certain amount of fear beforehand. People are going to make divisions when they're going to make divisions, so
You all in your own way have proven as much today. The peace you seek is but a fleeting solution to a fundamental problem. One which calls for more drastic measures. To bring about everlasting peace, our worlds must be rejoined.
Could they?
That is the goal the Empire would see realized. The glorious future unto which we shall one day shepherd mankind.
It's insane. You're
A
not.
rejoining of worlds.
He didn't stutter.
I have heard this tale of the Source and its reflections before.
Same.
Are these not the self-same desires as the Ascians?
Yes.
Emperor Varys, do not trust in their words. They will lead you to your doom.
Doom on you.
My father thought to use them, but in the end he succumbed to their temptations. He embraced summoning like so many other pawns before him. Do not tell us you mean to do the same.
Oh, no, no, no.
To be a pawn, free from the burden of choice, would be a blessing.
I know! Apocalypse.
But I forswore that privilege the day I learned that the Garlean Empire was built by the hand of an Ascian.
What?
Did he stutter?
Yes. My grandsire, the former emperor, is of their number. And who better to build an empire capable of bringing about the calamitous change we desire?
I mean, you could say, fuck.
Would you
You know.
condemn me for this alliance? For bowing to the will of these shadowy masters, when the prize is true and lasting peace?
I believe that you're a cuck. Your price is a lie, your master's demons.
I come not to conquer, but to liberate. To free man from the prison of
Or
divergence.
well, speak!
Imagine a world united. One perfect race beneath a single standard.
Boring. Boring!
An army before whose might these servants of darkness and light would fly as leaves in a storm, never again to meddle in man's affairs.
You know that they'll still meddle. Also, I just realized the design of it is, the design of the Garlean thing is, I guess, a black stone, taking out the white crystal.
We would be the masters of our own fate.
Meh.
I bid you join me, not as subjects of Garlemald, but of a new nation. And together we shall win freedom for ourselves and generations yet unborn.
I mean, I could say the same thing I'm doing right now. Also, get the fuck away from me. I don't want your, crazy to spread.
You want to trigger another half-dozen calamities? You can't be serious!
Did he stutter?
Have you forgotten how many died? There will be no one left.
Do you truly imagine we would aid you in your bloodletting?
It is unthinkable, unconscionable.
Does it look like he has a conscience? Okay, let's say we'll stand up too.
And what is the alternative? To be as cattle waiting for slaughter? I would have us work together, that we might take fate into our own hands!
Into your hands, perhaps. But what of the other worlds, your radiance? With every calamity, you obliterate a star and every soul that dwells on it.
To the Ascians, we are all but tiny, momentary specks within an indifferent universe.
I mean, the universe is
Cannot
indifferent
hope
anyway.
to oppose them until we have been made whole once more.
I've killed some of them.
Are these truly the words of Garlemald's ruler? The flaws and foibles which you so abhor are what make us who we are. Every nation, even yours, Emperor Varys, is made whole through the combination of these imperfections, the strengths of one compensating for the weaknesses of another. While it is true that man succumbs all too often to anger and avarice, he may yet overcome his baser instincts through the forming of bonds with others, fostering community and cooperation.
Also, we're still not going to talk about the fact that he talks about, you know, conquering the Ascians, and we've already conquered the Ascians without doing all this shit.
That the protector of an empire should not only reject these fundamental truths, but seek to change them at so dear a cost to life is indefensible. Such a man is not fit to govern.
I mean, that's an insult and all this other stuff, but we're missing what would hurt him the worst.
And you, warrior of light, would you refuse me as well?
Every single day of the week. We can defeat the Ascians as we are. We've done it before!
It would seem the Alliance is of one mind on this matter.
You Eorzeans never cease to disappoint me.
Don't worry. I do that to everybody I meet.
Though I
I never
suppose I
cease to
have only
disappoint
myself to
them.
blame for expecting more from savages.
See, the thing is, you are currently hurt and feel, like you aren't... You feel hurt, therefore you are projecting your hurt as using... I would say, using insults by calling us savages. But please, do go on. Learn how to grow up a bit more, so that you can have a conversation without insulting people. Not that I should say much, because I do it a lot.
This discussion is at an end. I bid you make ready for our next meeting. It will not be at the negotiating table.
Oh, shame. And it will be not me met. The non-negotiating table... I mean, the negotiating table will not be missed. That's what I was going with that joke. I'm tired. I'm nearly at 11 hours on this. Alizé. His grand plan is to bring about more calamities? This is insanity! In Sparta. This madman must be stopped at all costs. We suspected Ascians meddling in the shadows of the Empire, but the truth is far beyond my wildest imagining. At least we know the face of our enemy, and need not hesitate to strike at its heart. I'm not finished yet! Thank you, though, Fox! I'm glad we arrived in time to aid in the battle. Though our vanguard may be small, these few are our chosen elite, the finest warriors of the East. The Temple Knights have deployed in full strength. Eorzea's future is Iskar's future. Our fates ride upon the outcomes of this conflict. The Astians are terrible beings indeed, that they would found an entire nation to further their dark designs. To assume that the Empire's history is as sinister as Ishgard's own. I mean, they have time. We don't have time. They had time. My first engagement as Flame General, and it's a full-scale war with the Empire. I feel some measure of nervousness, of course, but I swear I'll make Father proud of the battles to come. I know, right? I think. I don't know. Now that we have learned the Emperor's true purpose, the wars become inevitable. 'Tis times like these I curse my own uselessness in battle. It's fine. You can learn. You can learn. I refuse the Emperor's words with all my being. What justice is there in an ideal that demands the sacrifice of so many? I was born in the Empire, but I will never serve the Emperor. Only the Seed Seer commands my loyalty. A bunch of that. Okay. It makes a twisted kind of sense that the Empire was built by the Chaos Bringers themselves. The revelation yet rattles me, but now that we know our enemies are one and the same, we have a target upon which to unleash the full force of the Alliance. Send me to the front lines, if you please. We'll give the Imperials a taste of the Maelstrom's cannon. Not to mention my axe. Alright, Gimli. My voice is going, but I want to continue. Ah! What are you doing, Kat? Boy. Alright, there's the first spray. 1 second. I came back to find Doma's advance party ready and waiting for battle. So, as worrying as our little chat with the Emperor was, he did buy us enough time for at least some of our allies to arrive. Having listened to the Emperor's manifold plans, lies, it's ready to go to war. Will you read this aloud?
I'm not sure what I was expecting from our meeting with the Emperor, but it wasn't that. Still, at least we know now what he's really after.
Destruction.
Aye, a future built on a mountain of bodies. I too want the Asians dead, but not at any cost.
Also, we've defeated them! We've proven we can defeat them!
The last of the reinforcements from Doma arrived not long ago. I pray it will be enough. Given the Emperor's stated goal, this is a battle we can ill afford to lose.
If the Garleans come in force, we may not have much say in the matter, even with our combined strength.
I'm here!
We knew from the first that the odds would be against us. But if there is even the slightest chance of victory, we must do everything in our power to seize it.
I'm here! You're gonna keep saying that.
Seize it, full stop.
Here!
The two of you are to join an irregular unit and support the main
Oh,
host.
irregular.
I won't bother asking if you're minded to fight.
Oh, it's fine. Nobody asks me anything about whether I'm fighting or not. They just tell me where to go.
After coming this far, how could I not?
You're about to collapse, aren't you?
And for once, there's no one around to countermand me. Not that
Except
they would.
something that will call out to...
Not even my brother. But we all know who really make the difference. Ready to frighten some Garleans?
I mean, I'm already roaring blood, so I won't have to do much cleaning.
I wouldn't want to be on their side.
Might I ask you to accompany the Dorman contingent? They are strangers here, and your presence would do much to raise their spirits.
Yeah, anytime now. Just let me loose! God! Wait, anytime! Just let me go. Unchain me, please.
We would be honored.
When our people stride out with you in their midst, I dare say the Eorzeans will feel an ilm taller themselves. High spirits have a way of spreading.
What I wouldn't give to join you. But my duties as field commander will not allow it. I'll leave the front lines in your capable hands.
Can you get in a prosthetic arm already? They exist, I swear. I think. I mean, they have enough automaton things that I think they would exist.
Comrades, ready your arms. The hour of battle has come.
Woo!
May the crystal guide us to victory!
Oh, you could do better than that. Just the 2 red mages here.
Since the others couldn't be here, we'll have to fight twice as hard. If Alphinaud wakes to find the Imperials have won, I shall never hear the end of it.
You're about to pass out anyways. It's fine. I'm just guessing that, just because it feels like one of those weird foreshadowing.
It's strange. I thought I would be terrified when the fighting started.
Ah, don't worry.
I should be terrified. But with you at our side, I can't help feeling everything is going to be all right.
I mean, for now, until the game decides to, you know, kick me in the balls or something.
So please, don't you dare leave me alone.
You're gonna collapse in my arms, aren't you?
No matter what happens, we have to survive together.
Absolutely. Oh wow, she didn't collapse. I don't know if that's I just realized how that sounds, especially saying that to a woman. Oh, she didn't collapse. My duty as this field commander demands I remain here at my post, but I have no doubt that the front lines are in capable hands. Back here. Oh, it's the Sharon. Let's stay focused now. Let's show the Empire what we're made of. Red mages. There's a chill in the air, and I speak not of the weather. Nay, this is a palpable tension that precedes a bloody battle. The Eastern Alliance stands ready to fight. Let us seize victory this day and secure the morrow for all our people. Whoa! Alright, I'm doing this as a red mage. Yeah! Saying we both get the yay! Sorry. Random sounds. Get to stand with my sister on this. I wouldn't say sister. Comrade. Damn. I mean, this is a battlefield. And I stroll up looking badass as usual. Hien? I was going to say Hie. Wrong anime and genre. Remember you're gonna tank like you didn't tank before every once in a while at the other place. I'm not healing, so I mean, you're fucked if you decide to do something stupid. You heard the burns? Ha ha ha! Remember when you weren't tanking then? Literally having them next to the roller, like the place where the boulders were rolling down the side, you know, had to heal through that? Uh-huh. Let's not do that again. Because, like I said, I'm not the one healing right now. is the moment of truth, my friends. Hold nothing back. Let's get them.
Let us be
out of
about
the way.
it.
I mean, do we have an actual location by which we are wanting to go, or are we just running into battle and killing as many things that we see? Because I don't mind either way. Field of dust. Yeah, I think this is kind of dusty, this field.
Enough!
It looks a little bit bloody and goopy. I mean, it's what I want, but I mean, just because I run into a battle and start killing things doesn't mean that that's an actual purpose. They'll say, I did want to be set loose, yes, I did, but I mean... There's also a sort of set loose in what direction kind of thing. I mean, you gotta make sure that you put me in the thick of it where everything is for me to murder, rather than, you know, lead me off in a direction where there's less things for me to murder.
Enough!
I get to make jokes about telling Alize how her form is since I'm the bitter red mage. Teasing, teasing, teasing! Or am I? Best way to teach is in the battlefield! I love that they're targeting me through the fucking wall. Good that I can be seen. Well, then again, I am wearing red. I'm gonna make myself, you know, targeting practice.
Out of my way!
You shall fall soon enough.
Ah, this is so relaxing, especially in my sleepy state of being able not to have to worry about healing. Just murder away! And I can just follow the NPCs if I can't, you know, concentrate enough to figure out where I'm supposed to go against, the Gold Ranger over here. Not Ranger, the not Zordon. The one that always makes my monster grow, and it's the one that always stands... Selma or whatever. Also, goddamn healer, heal! I'm surprised I remembered the name Yzma. No, not Yzma. Is it gonna... Are we circling? I am correct. Is it gonna go away? Let's ask. Is it gonna go? Rita! Rita!
Enough!
We dance? We fucking dancing! Bring your the pocket full of fire and brimstone. I mean, it doesn't rhyme, but I mean, we'll take it as it goes. That.
Forward! Forward!
That is not me running that.
Let's give them a show.
Alize wants to show off with a, you know, a break, and I'm just here. You know, healer. Left foot in, yeah, you shake it all about. There we go. Field of dust is gone. Crash site. I think this entire thing is kind of a crash site. I'd be worried if it was less of a crash site.
You shall fall soon enough.
Follow Predator. Yeah, this looks good to run through. I think this is cerulean. I mean, it is like this cerulean color. Hey, Ian, I thought you were here. Gonna make more jokes about him not tanking. So he's doing it right now. Yeah? That was fun. Nope. Oh, spider. You know, I don't know if it's a side quest or something, but I still haven't... We haven't, you know, gone to see about those lovely people who were ex-Crystal Braves people, if I can't remember correctly.
Enough!
of you, game, to lure me over here with the treasure coffer. I mean, this looks safe to run through.
I shan't hold back!
Oh, this is kind of cool. Yeah, friends! I'm not healing you. Oh, you're healing yourself. Friends! Pippin! Lies! Hey, having fun? How's your night going? Bit explosive.
Enough!
Hey, and their lies. Brace yourself. They're called for reinforcements. I mean, more lambs to the slaughter, yes. I mean, heaven knows I need to make this, like, a deeper red color.
Enough!
Like, the feather in my hat is not red enough. Feathers. I wonder if Ian was supposed to be meeting us in this battle. Oh, fun.
Ready?
But since he's a tank, what will happen? Hey! You're supposed to. I was to say, Ian. It's because I was just wondering. Does it mean that you should stop tanking? Oh.
You shall fall soon enough.
I'm just staying over here. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Not everything's burning around me. Everything's fine. Guys, keep moving. Huh. Still not. Oh! Prometheus. Am I gonna have the Prometheus School of Running Away joke here? No. I'm gonna have it later. But like there. I don't want a shower. I don't want a yellow shower. I don't want a flaming shower. I'm good. I don't know. I don't want whatever this is.
You shall fall soon enough. Take that.
Let's give them a show. Healer. Healer.
Enough!
Almost, almost. Just tap it, it'll fall over. Like that. That way. Such a bizarre mechana from Guardians are wont to make. That one was like a fire-breathing mole, I thought. That's a way of... that is definitely a way of putting it. Woo! Oh, we even get to see...
You underestimate me.
I mean, a lot of people tend to underestimate me. Except when they learn to overestimate me, which they shouldn't either. They need to put the exact amount of estimation, which is none, on me. Stop. No. Lead the way, my prince! I mean, Prime Minister?
This knight does not yield!
Enough!
You shall fall soon enough.
Yep. Oh. Hi. How if I come back over here and, you know, not be a loot goblin? Cool. Thank you. Oh, I already have one of those. Damn. Can't loot goblin it more, damn. Oh. Hi. Improve. Additional. All together. Yep. Nice. seeds here. Arabic. Oh, you're okay with? Cool. I thought that it just looked like it was a region by which you were going to be staying. Or kinda. I don't know. If you stay longer, I'm happy. Hard to have the. Oh,
As one!
What? Here, the gang is almost all together. If they bring in more people, we got nothing to do with. I mean, it's fine. I mean, come on. I am main protagonist, but what are you doing, Hean? Hean? Oh, Ice is here too. Nope. I am not that though. I should have expected because Pippin's here, but I mean, she could have gotten lost.
Out of my way!
On a battlefield. A lot of shit's happening. Oh. Another one. Of course. Follow Rubica. That what? Unbreakable submit. Oh. Hi! You look at a white mage being a white mage.
You shall
I mean,
fall soon
she
enough.
is badass. Badass looks like she's about to absolutely tank that. And she walks right into it. She's taking one of them. Damn, girl. What school did you learn? This is low. This one's for you, Plapalimo.
Time to get serious!
I was like, did he show up too? Was he also brought back? One side. Everybody supposed to be dead keeps coming back. Oh, I like that design. Oh, wins. These beasts bested our vanguard. Impressive. Yeah, I'm impressive that I could hear your voices without being voiced. But in the end, they are only that, savages. Now let us be brief. The raid awaits. Of course he has two girls. Belzar only had one. Har, har, har. Dark. Ready? Oh, one of them's gonna just keep moving. Bitch not gonna stay still. Nice! Hit! Where are we going? Where are we going? Where should I go? Oops. Well! Oh, you're gonna make me walk all the way back there. Bitchin'. Well, I guess other people haven't sucked as much as I have on that. Julia and Anna. Hi, friends! You did not just see us. I did not just die. Just continue with your fighting. Also, why weren't they boys? Once again. Hi! We've just met. I'm just gonna stay wherever the shaman is.
Enough!
Kill me, Sean. Kill me, kill me, kill me! Oh god. Epic music! Where's the other one? Engage them together. You cannot hope to evade us both. I mean, I'm good at some things. I'm also good at, you know, following a certain NPC. Up on. What is the plan on this? Oh no, oh no, oh no. Nope! Fuck! Okay, okay, okay! I'm not awake for a lot after this. I should have told the shaman. Should have. What am I making excuses for being awake enough for it? I just should have followed the shaman. Don't worry, y'all. Third time's a charm. Yep. Still fighting the bad guys. What's she doing now? Yeah. Hey. First time meeting again, yeah, uh-huh.
Enough!
You shall fall soon enough.
Ba, 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 ba.
Enough!
What I would absolutely love, sweetie. Say, for you to heal. I'll take tries all of them. So, yeah, you come here too much? Any? At all? Oh, they just realized they did that.
Take that.
Fun.
There'll be nothing left of you but a smoking crater.
Seems we have no choice, Julia. Ah! For ultimate attack? Feel honor savage. You witnessed this twice. Oh. What? You thought if you tried it again that something would have changed? Nyonk. Ah! First time! time, everybody! Yay! We have served our purpose. Come on, we shall withdraw for now. Of course.
We did it! I dare say they'll be reeling from this.
Well, I feel like, you know...
You were truly inspiring in battle, my friend. I'm determined not to be outdone, but there seems to be no one left to fight.
Why are you saying it that way? You were here with me the entire time!
A tactical withdrawal, perhaps?
Yeah. Yes?
We should give chase. Finish them off while we have the chance.
Yes!
Imagine the other surprise when they wake to find the war already won.
You're about to pass out, aren't you? Oh, would you look at that?
The light will expunge all life. Only you can forestall the calamity.
I know! I am amazing.
Throw wide the gates.
I guess this time will be her turn.
No! Not... like...
I was gonna say, so the last time to throw open the gates was the Alphino, and now this one's throw open the gates and then we get her gone.
Oh no. Don't tell me. Are you all right?
Do I look alright? I mean, I'm fine.
Quickly! We must get her back to the encampment.
Oh yeah, entering... It wasn't added until, last expansion. Not Dawn Trail. Skinwalkers. LSA being cared for in the infirmary, would that we have more we could do for her? So the Garleys have been routed, have they? Well done. Though this exchange was more than a test of our strength, like as not. It was? Well, that's what I was meaning. The main one that got them all was... But the trust systems was in Shadowbringers. But it was only for Shadowbringers, main dungeons. They won't be taking any chances now that the Emperor's joined the fray. They'll want to take their time and whittle down our defenses. So, with your help and our Eorzean, past the first test, our line is unbroken. As for Alize, well, she's in good hands over at the infirmary. Shame if I was the last, you know, original kind of scion over here. My lord, the doctors have completed their examination of Mistress Alize, and it is as we feared. She's locked in slumber without any outward cause. Just like the others, damn it all. Aye, the Gallians picked a fine time to come knocking. 5 scions incapacitated, and the enemy at her doorstep. Not spare the men to assist the search for a cure. Best I can do is see that Alize is escorted safely back to the Rising Stones. Yagiri and I will return from our encampment. The main contingency of our forces from Eorzea is under sail, and all must be ready for their arrival. I'll not keep you then. Judging by the Garleans' recent movements, or lack thereof, they won't be launching another offensive in the immediate future. Oh, good! You should return... Pray Yay! Return to the rising stones, not the waking sands. Woo! Given the plight of your fellow scions, I can understand you feel on edge, but you'll be no good to anyone without rest. Oh, I'm allowed to rest, am I? I don't believe you. Go now, rest. You've more than earned it. We'll contact you the moment the Garland's joining your sign is stirring. Oh, you mean right now, as soon as I, start to rest? Lay down my head? Go on a date with Arabic again? Hi. Ah, Ishnai, welcome home. Word has it that you and Mistress Alize gave the Gallians quite a thrashing. Speaking of whom, where is Mistress Alize? I was certain she would have returned by now. Well, speaking of that, by the 12, not her too. Archer and the other will ready the infirmary for her arrival. We'll also need to send a message to Tataru post-haste. What that I would have had some other grim tidings to share with her. With that too, for that matter, it grieves me to report that the Archon's conditions have remained unchanged. I mean, that's not bad news, it's not good news, but it's just news. As we speak, Cortinet, Kiri, and Master Matoya continue to explore every avenue possible. But not all lost. You're still hale and whole after all, not foreshadowing anything. I suspect you must be tired from your journey. You should rest, my friend. Leave the worrying to us for the time being, at least. Literally, if I'm in this state of worry, which I have been in real life, it took some very, very strong sleeping medicine to even get me asleep, and that was only for a few hours. So I don't know what my character's gonna do. Meanwhile, at the border of Alamigo. I shouldn't have left. What is it good for? Absolutely nothing! So again! What is it good for? Oh, sorry. War! The sickness which plagues Alphino and the others is unlike anything I've ever seen. To see them as they are and be powerless to help them, it is a pain beyond words. Oh, tell me about it. Not that I've never, had to look at family members in comas or anything like that. Ochre's sister, take turns watching over them slumbering. Some expressions yes, use. That would. Ah, Ishnai, yours is a welcome face indeed in these troubled times. And then I proceed to fall over, right? So you've come to inquire about our stricken brothers and sisters. I'm afraid I have not to report. Continent and the others continue their tireless search for answers, and I too have done all in my power to assist them, alas. No! Who would come at the door? My apologies for the intrusion. I was told Master Alphino had been brought here and wished to see his condition improved. You... Oh! You're looking nicer in resistance armor. Mistress Ishnai, I have heard about the part you played in driving back the Empire's forces. Thank you. That you're able to stop them, if only for a short while, gives me hope. I realize how strange such words comes from a Garlean's lips, but I speak them out of the love I bear for my homeland, because I wish to see an end to the bloodshed. Do you want to hide your Garlean marks like most of the Garleans do? Just throwing that there. That is why I choose to share all I know with the Alliance. So, I'm just throwing this out here just for a single thoughtful second, because I am a thoughtful person. Shut the fuck up. Radobon already knew about Maxima, and Maxima had already told him about a bunch of stuff. Why didn't Radobon or the others press him more for information about the Emperor before we did the, negotiations? Because I would think that'd be a smart thing to do. Though I will be, that's why I chose to share all I know with the Alliance. Though I will be surely branded a traitor, I am content to bear the ignominy. I know what it means. Or whatever. It will seem a small price to pay if it helps prevent this conflict from escalating any further. It will escalate. Like an escalator. Bad joke! But enough of my prattling. The war is not what brought me all this way. I came to see Master Alphino. An acquaintance of Ishnai and Alphino, are you? Well, far be it from me to turn away a good company. If you follow me, sir. When word received me that Alphino had returned, it only seemed right that I visit him. Poor lad, it pains me to see him thus, but I take solace in the knowledge that he is safe and well cared for. He fought valiantly at the burn. The populares could have not wished for a more committed ally. I know not how he came to be so afflicted, but I pray a cure will be found soon. Probably not, because I have an expansion to go through. On an unrelated note, you may be interested to know that I travel here in the company of another acquaintance of yours, except he was too, I was thinking that Belsar would be the one there, but I mean, I don't think he was too kind of worried about showing up in this area. He awaits my return at the North Silverchair, and I'm certain he'd be glad to see you, assuming you can spare the time, that is. Or is it Sid? I'm quite sure it's Belzar, just because I'm not sure if would want to be showing his face here. Who do you suppose is waiting for him at the North? I won't reveal to both mistress search for a cure. Strange. I'll pray they find a remedy soon. Varela has left to rendezvous with the Alliance forces. He means to serve in Thancred's stead in their infiltration missions. I wonder if MILF Mommy, well, I mean, MILF doesn't have mom in it, but I mean, MILF figure lady Dogtress over here has anything to say. Nope, nothing. All the way down there. Of course. Is it Sid? I was gonna do the Omega stuff, but I distracted. If you couldn't tell. I mean, that looks like a Sid machine. It is a Sid machine. Because there is a Sid looking right over there that's like, he's got to do the, I wouldn't say action, but the most, action-y, I guess. Amazing turn, flip the hair kind of thing. Ah, there you are. I was beginning to think you would not come. Like, why wouldn't I? Also, Sid, why didn't you say something? Sounds like you've been through the mill. You should have called me. I've been through the mill, and they've decided to make me the mill at this point, so yes. So I must confess, tracking down missing souls isn't exactly within my field of expertise. You have a new outfit? As you may have surmised, I have heard much of Master Garland growing up in Garlemald. Indeed, he has long since been a source of inspiration to me. Most Garleans would say he is a traitor, that he turned his back on his country. We of the Populares, however, consider him a revolutionary, a man willing to defy the Emperor's dream of subjugation, that his interventions might bring about a better future for all of mankind. Please, revolutionary is a term best reserved for my work. I am but an Imperial defector who thought to aid another Imperial defector. Whatever Master Garland says, I am humbled to find myself in such distinguished company. Speaking of distinguished company, we have heard from Radabon that you ran into an old friend in the burn. Is it true? Gaius is still alive? Yes. Like most in the army, I never had the privilege of seeing the legatus without his mask. To think I walked halfway across the burn in the presence of the Black Wolf. And he claimed to have severed ties with the Empire to hunt Asians, did he? After his humbling at the Praetorium, one would think he'd have good sense to stay dead. Should we meet again, I shall be sure to tell him so. Commander Alden also spoke of the Alliance's meeting with the Emperor, though I still labor to believe what he told us. Did His Radiance really claim that Garlemald was founded by the Asians? His madness! And Sparta! Sorry. Yes, if you're expecting, revolutionarily new jokes. No. From me. The very notion is absurd. Every fiber of my being rails against it. And yet, I see there's no escaping the truth. From the very founding of my homeland, my brothers and sisters have laid down their lives in service to a lie. The Asians must be stopped, to save my people, to save all peoples. For all the Empire's many crimes, even I did not suspect. Had I known, I would have left sooner. A lot sooner. But that isn't the past. Here in the present, we must apply ourselves to the problem of how the Empire's ambitions may be thwarted, not only in Eorzea, but in the Far East as well. The Ironworks will spare no effort to achieve that end. Sirius Wall was a good start, but we can do more, and we will. We'll show them what it means to achieve freedom through technology. Beg your pardons, I bear a message for the Warrior of Light. Yes. Commander Alden requests your presence at Alliance headquarters. In Alamigo. He would discuss matters of strategy at your earliest convenience. Do I look like a strategist? Just point me in a direction. The inevitable messenger. Yes! Comes always! Never am I able to, do anything, even have a date! Come on! The inevitable message. I knew it wouldn't be long before duty called you away. No doubt time being of the essence. Could I tempt you a ride aboard the Excelsior? If there's a faster way to row him on side, I'll personally apologize to the commander for keeping you waiting. I can literally teleport, but okay. I'm just not going to argue on that. Next up. I too will make for the border anon. If there aught I can do to help, I consider it my duty to see it done. You're gonna die, aren't you? Commander in escort as soon as you're ready. Gotta finish talking to Sid, apparently. I swear, every time you board my airship, you seem to be barreling headlong into danger. And every time you somehow contrive to emerge victorious. Which, of course, is an admirable skill. But no one is invincible, Ishnai. Not even you, so please take care of yourself out there. I'll die when I fucking say I'll die! I pray you remain safe on the front lines. Though ill-equipped to join the fray, I shall do all I can to assist from headquarters. My colleagues and I have been tasked with evacuating casualties by air. See that you aren't among them, eh? Oh, don't jinx it. At the urgency of Radabon's summons, Resident seems to content to await your signal to proceed. Commander is waiting We best proceed to headquarters at once. Are you ready? A reliquim for healer arrows. Hi. I am here. And you are shiny. You're here. Good. I summoned you to discuss strategy, but first I have to praise you of the Garlean's movements. Upon several cutscenes, the recommended said submit time. Sit back with my fucking drink.
There have been several skirmishes along the border, but as yet neither side has delivered a decisive blow.
Yeah, but what's his name is here.
We had long assumed that the Garleans would overwhelm us in a straight fight, but we seem to be gaining ground, albeit slowly.
As if they're trying to wait for something.
As to why that might be, the most likely explanation is that they have yet to commit all their forces. Still, we're winning, and our latest intelligence suggests the Emperor has retreated back to Garlemald.
Something's about to happen!
In light of this, we're considering launching an offensive with the aim of pushing the front line forward and giving ourselves some room to breathe.
Speaking of breathing, bring masks.
Commander, the Imperials. They've broken through our defenses to the east.
What?
Our scouts say their forces are being led by Lord Xenos.
Ah.
Lord Heian and Commander Hext have taken their troops to provide support, but we don't know how long they can hold out.
So, they've been biding their time, waiting for his arrival, have they?
Why is anybody surprised?
Very well. Send word to our allies, requesting reinforcements for the front line.
More murder, more murder. Let's make sure he's dead this time.
Should the worst come to the worst, I may need to enter the fray myself. But what of you? Do you still have the strength to fight?
I mean, why are you asking? As long as you leave the ass scene to me.
He may not die as such, but to see Lord Xenos fall on the battlefield would deal a heavy blow to Imperial morale. I'll see to it the men stay clear.
Murder, murder. No,
Why won't they open? Please, I bid you open.
What's wrong? Is it the voice again?
I mean, there are many voices in my head, but that one seems to be the most fervent right now.
Are you sure you're in a fit state to do this?
Is there anyone else here? Literally.
May Ralga grant us strength. Give 'em hell, lass. I, for my part, will defend this place to my dying breath.
There's no doubts here. Meanwhile, death, 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 death. When did you add that to your retinue? That sword blade thing. Ian's about to be a badass. I'm about to control Helion. He had to be a badass. Why though? Hold your ground to the Warrior of Light. Well, it's good that he knows that I'll be arriving someday.
Ready?
Oh, well, we've simpled this. The Warrior of Light. Oh, good that you have regular updates. I'm sorry. I think that is possible. Then let us test. screwdrivers en route.
This one's for you, Ida.
Let's say we're your Grubhub. Well, I am delicious, but I mean... Life demands some Domino spirit. Brace yourself. Did someone heal me?
I cannot.
God damn it.
Yeah.
You did verify, uh-huh. I'm just going with very easy. I am tired enough that it's not gonna go well outside of...
Ready?
Word of Light's timely arrival. I just... Grubhub, or like, I don't know. Domino's Pizza. There's still those willing to stand against the crown prince. Well, I never said I was smart. They are arriving with your food shortly. We'll see. But we'll figure out if there's traffic on the way.
This one's for you, Ida.
It might be a train or two, you know. What do I brace myself with, though? I don't even have the braceability. Maybe doing the goat thin thing? Does the Word of Light still nowhere to be seen? Well, I don't know. If I struggle, you won't, but you won't escape your fate. Say, the fight, but nobody came. Make us Undertale reference. See, I'm with it. However many long the our fate is not yours to decide. Yeah, bitch. Like I said, my jokes are timely. Now, what is this sorcery? Chains. You know the depths of your folly. Oh no, you don't!
Here it comes!
Oh, but got punched. Cool. No! If you would bring to bear
the weave of a shinobi's power.
No.
The art of my forebears.
What was this before? Don't make this kill you or something stupid like that. Well done, spilling his phantom. No, it's hurt. Yeah. Okay. Yep. We're here. We're here. You show still. Yes, I do. That's all I've ever known. Absolutely. Well, I mean, until Cyrus, sure we throw this around. Well, I'm also going to throw this out there that apparently, you can get a free year with Amazon Prime with some of them. Looks like they will be arriving in a few moments. Please be ready, Kido. Hey, your driver's license. I mean, your driver's license in or whatever. Comes, does she? I need not waste my time on you. I don't come that way though. I'm not like you and get off on the, you know, violence. I mean, this type of violence.
Fool fiend!
You know, yelling before attack.
You get it!
Not very wise.
Damn you!
Bitchin'. I'm here now. See, you should have sent me home from this, you know, front lines. Running, running, running. They're fine. Everything's fine. They're fine.
Magic. With a Garlean body. That's hardly fair. Still, he must be stopped. No matter the cost.
I'm here. Hi. Bye. Like my tail? Like my boots?
Ah, bringer of light. It has been too long.
No, it has not. And you're not him because you did bringer of light bullshit.
No words to mark our reunion?
Also, you're not supposed to.
So
You're
be it.
Elvis, which means that you're not supposed to actually be a violent one. That's a part of the emissary part.
Equilibrium must be restored. And only your death will redress the balance.
Yeah, sure. In this coming battle, you will fight as this like Ciarfox. I hope. I feel like, is he gonna triple spell? He's gonna fucking triple spell. Cool. Damn black mage. Think of, you know, the power of the dark, but I'll show you the true nature of our power. I mean, I really don't. Is that... Is that... Is this Black Rose? Is this the Hunter x Hunter shit? Death Rose, whatever. I'm just gonna call it the Hunter x Hunter shit. Where did I put it? I'll say, I think I'm having a moment. I'm always having moments. I mean, more moments than usual. God. Oh yeah, there's a sure cast. Also, to be fair, I use strong blessings avail you not. Yeah. Oh, he. The fuck is this? Fuck, it crosses that legs like a what's that? What's the call it, guy? From Overwatch. You good? You good? I don't like the way those tentacles move. The tentacles of darkness or whatever. Possible. Have you grown so powerful without in the gift? I am main protagonist, bitch. You may bested La Habrea, but don't be cast aside so easily. I mean,
I see.
Yeah, I see. But do you see why children like Captain Cook? Cinnamon Toast Crunch! Bad joke! Done badly. Ruined. I mean, we keep trying this over and over and over again. We're gonna, you know, rise from the dead bullshit. I mean, we can keep this dance going.
Your mother chose her champion well. Yet, for all your strength, you will still fail.
For now. Like I said, kick the balls and, you know, get back up again.
Please, I beseech you.
Dude, voice! I'm in the middle of something! Hilarious if I was like naked and would be
Someone calls to you.
dragged somewhere else. You called me here, like literally in the middle of a shower. Ah.
Too late, alas.
Stay off those shrooms. Wow. Fuck, I'm dead.
At last, I found you.
Bitch, you know what I was doing! I'm not having this shit look.
Please, there's no cause for alarm.
I was being struck down, so yes!
Though, I confess, this is not where I had intended to meet.
Well, sorry. Or am I? Not really.
But
Fuck
the place
you!
of our meeting is of no consequence. Like the war you wage. Win or lose, the path you walk leads only to oblivion.
I mean, death is death.
The
And
better
Oblivion's a
path
game.
leads you here, to me. I have need of your strength.
Leads you here, to me. I mean, this... dude, I don't know you well enough for this. Who are you? So I could curse you out in how many different languages?
Such questions will have to wait. We have precious little time, and your work is not yet done.
I mean, I was being struck down!
Go to the Crystal Tower. I have left something for you near its base.
Gratia?
It will serve as a beacon of sorts, one which I pray will help you on your journey. All you need do is find it. I will take care of the rest.
I know, but I mean, don't want to hurt Mother more than I have to.
Soon, we will throw wide the gates. And the path to the first will be yours to walk at last.
Oh. Ceiling. Oh, no hat. Oh, why am I Nishgard? Why am I in the same bed that the Estinian was? How is Alamigo quicker this— Hi, sweetie.
You're awake.
Hi, husbando.
Thank heavens.
The way you ran in here to see if I was okay. Sweetie, where's Sinnos? Most important question.
I see you recall that much, at least.
I mean...
In the midst of your duel, it is said you faltered, and that the Crown Prince seized the opportunity to deliver a mortal blow.
I mean, I'm still here.
Yet before his blade could find its mark, he was distracted by the arrival of a second adversary who bore you away from the battlefield and into the hands of our chirurgeons.
Who?
Lest you wonder, he left before you awoke. As is his wont.
Estinian? I was joking, but I was correct also, okay.
Estinian never was one for emotional farewells.
It wasn't a farewell, it was a hello! But glad that he's watching over me, my other of the harem.
Though Xenos bested all before him, the battle clearly took its toll, for he retreated shortly after your rescue. Seeing this, the remaining Imperial forces decided discretion was the better part of valor and pulled back, allowing us to re-establish our position. We have since received word of renewed unrest in the provinces, doubtless inspired by the efforts of the Eorzean Alliance and our Far Eastern allies.
Oh, good for distraction for whatever we're doing in this expansion.
Nor does the good news end there. We have also come into possession
my
of
longest stream
intelligence
ever at this
suggesting
rate?
unrest within the Imperial Court. This would certainly explain why both the Emperor and Lord Xenos appear to have abandoned the fight. A long-awaited ray of hope in these dark times.
Oh, sweetie, your optimism is amazing. Pet head. Now I look annoyed. What are the scions? I look more annoyed than I look worried.
Yet to awake, I'm afraid. But please, concentrate on your own recovery for now.
Sorry, I didn't hear the rest of that, you know, what you were saying.
You have carried the hopes of some half-dozen nations, and we are all eternally grateful for your efforts. But no one is without their limits, not even you.
Sorry, still not listening. Like, I'm having this, you know,
Leave
death
this fight
moment.
to us, my friend. You have earned your rest.
Nope, I am absolutely suddenly deaf. Give me a bit. Might need to see something about this, the selective deafness that's happening currently. Also, I'm about to go somewhere else to fight a battle.
Ah, but before I forget, I was asked to deliver a message as soon as you awoke.
Oh no.
A reminder that you are not alone, though many of your allies have fallen.
Oh.
When you are well and rested, you are to return home, where friends will be waiting for you.
I mean, I have friends here. I mean, your harem, but I mean, your husbando.
Now, if you will excuse me, I must return to the front. May we meet again soon, under happier circumstances.
I repeat, this is very, very far from the front. Albego's closer. Like, why am I not in the Albego? Or is it just because you wanted us to have this emotional interaction to be the last really emotional interaction we have together? For now. That's the most unexpected surprise. I thought you combined an event. Like you keep me there! I mean... Foster father! When I heard you had collapsed in the battlefield, I confessed I feared the worst. But with you standing here before me, I see that the reports of your defeat were greatly exaggerated. If only. Thank the Fury. As long as we have you, Mr. Ciarfox, history suggests we have a fighting chance. No pressure, though. Speaking of fighting, you may be surprised to hear that the war's effects have already been felt even here in Ishgard. In anticipation of a need for reinforcements, Toriel will soon be departing for the front lines with a contingent of our finest knights. I would advise you to stay until your strength is returned, but I know it would be an exercise in futility. I know, right? Good that you're with me on this. Can we convince Aerobic that it's an exercise in futility? Indeed, I suspect you've already decided your next destination. Dark days lie ahead. Of that I have no doubt. But the light of hope ever guides our steps so long as we have the will to press forward. Onwards. And press onwards we must. Farewell, my friend. I pray our next meeting will be under happier circumstances. The voice actor said, ah. Adoptive father, foster father. You know that you will ever be welcome at the House of Fortemps. Now away with you. I dare not keep you any longer. Hi, hun. Anything to say? They're still talking about the old Ishgard stuff. Oh, it is different. Ishnai, finally up and about, I see. Everyone feared the worst when they brought you into the infirmary. But I knew you'd pull through. Something tells me your part in this war is far from over. I know, right? Never stops him. He's the only scattered. Hey, adopted foster father. I think the longest stream I had was for the Sumeru quest line, and I think I was up for 13 hours or more. Like I said, let's see if this will be. Oh God. Weird. Pray, return. So if I keep this up, I probably won't have enough energy to do any of Genshin tonight. So. The dog's back! Have they heard of me being hurt yet? Because apparently everybody knows Pearl by Pearl Link. Hi! Pearl Links only work when Pearl Links work. fine! Exaggeration. Oh, sweetie. So you look more adorable in the other outfit, but you're so adorable. Don't cry for me, please.
I rushed back as soon as I could. I swear, my heart nearly stopped when I heard you'd collapse like the others. What in heaven's name is going on?
Some twink from a different world is calling me because he needs me. Sorry, putting it that way. Putting it that way.
Win or lose, the path you walk leads only to oblivion. Oh, well, that's helpful.
I mean...
And what else did he say? The better path leads to him?
That's such a proposal. I know, right? I need to talk about, you still have to talk to him about, proposals.
If his is the voice you've all been hearing, perhaps the others are with him.
Wishful thinking, but
Sir
true.
Emmerich said the fighting had reached a stalemate, didn't he?
I'm sorry, I stopped listening anything past the point of, him trying to get me not to go back.
But if that monster masquerading as Xenos comes back... Thancred, Yestola, Urianger, Alphino, Alize... You're going to need all of them on your side to defeat him.
Power friendship? I don't know! He and the others were doing quite well, and... Until the game decided they weren't.
And I forbid you from going to face him on your own, do you hear me?
I'm sorry, I'm having selective hearing problems again.
So if you must leave, go and find the others. Bring them home.
The selective hearing's back again. I might.
As for where to start, you said the stranger had left a beacon for you at the Crystal Tower, right?
I repeat, Tia. Greha Tia. That's all I can think of. Leaving a beacon.
But how are
the
you
only
to
person
find
that
it,
has
now
anything.
that the tower has been sealed shut?
The only one that I could think of could say, leave something there.
There has to be a way. If anyone would know, it's Sid, and the researchers of St. Coinac's find.
I wonder if the, text would be different as though it's still sealed. It's like, it's still sealed shut if it's just, because the way they said it made it sound like it was open and closed
Don't
again.
you worry. We'll find that beacon for you.
Yeah, power friendship. Whoa! Meanwhile, murder, death, destruction.
I pray you have good reason for abandoning the front.
How could I remain there while the rumor that my son is possessed by a demon spreads like a sickness here at home?
Hey, there's a lot you can do.
I will not be made to fight for the throne a second time.
Good, then die.
But what of you? Did you not tell me you would destroy Eorzea's champion with the ease that one might swat a fly?
A minor setback. She will not escape me again.
I mean, I have friends.
Where is your grandsire? I would have words with him.
How should I know? Do you hide from each other's sight as well? I imagine he's doing what all Ascians do.
Trying to take over the world?
He must have found a way to take advantage of this turmoil.
Oh, good that you work together, kind of, sort of. Where are the Stonehearts from work?
Men are not pawns to be played with, Ascian. You underestimate us at your peril.
I know, right?
This war will not be decided by you and yours. Man must choose his own fate, and I, for my part, will do all within my power to see Garlemald emerge victorious.
Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. Even the emissary has nothing to say on that. Bitch, watch me walk out.
Pray forgive the intrusion, Your Radiance, but the requested preparations are now complete. We stand ready to begin production of Black Rose upon your order.
Do it. Do it now. Oh, we're not gonna have the answer to... Okay, yeah. The persona. I mean, it's a... what's it called? The whatever, the shadow thing. Eyes glowing, everything. You know, I was just playing the Persona 5 games, and now I'm the... Palace Ruler. The Shadow. Well, look at that! No singing! No singing! I already got copyright claimed! I already got copyright claimed! Claimed on the others. I'm afraid there's still no change in the Scion's condition. Thanks, Fox! The means to wake them from their slumber eludes us. I pray that this beacon at the Crystal Tower might guide us to an answer. Grandfather doubts his ability to contribute to the Scions, and try as I might, I cannot assuage his doubts. Lord Homel will be here. He would know what to say. And then Homel walks right through that goddamn door. Everyone labors tirelessly to fulfill the Scion's duties in their absence, and yet sometimes I wonder what worth yet remains for these old bones of mine. The knowledge? I thought things couldn't get any worse when the Garleans were gearing up for war. Then word reached me that the Scions were in trouble. We need to find that beacon and find it quick. Our brothers and sisters have followed, 'tis true, but our duty will not afford us time to wallow in misery. Until they have returned to us, we must work twice as hard. My brother says he will work twice as hard as the Scion said, which likely means that I must work thrice as hard if I am to match his pace. In light of the present condition of the Scions, even Rill has returned from the field. Never has there been a greater need for martial our resources. Yeah, no more fanfic, Vine, Aeonor. I never realized how crucial a role the Archons play in all we do here. It won't be easy to make up for their absence. You needn't worry about the Scions, or sure my brother and I have been keeping over them in shifts ever since they arrived at their rising stones. If only they would give some signs of stirring. Alright, Tataru. I knew you'd be alright. In celebration of your return, I made you this brand new traveling outfit. Oh, I do hope it fits. Oh. But now it's not the time to fuss over your measurements. Good that they haven't changed. I must go and speak to the researchers of this set. That's fine, you'll find what track down. Do I walk out in the outfits? by. Hey, the actual crazy motherfucker. You're gonna find a body that's more suited to you? Oh. The Uchiha.
My enemy. My friend. Had I been but a step faster.
I'm not your friend. Oh, new body. That was the almost Wilhelm scream at that. Ah!
A pity your hunt leads you elsewhere. Not that I am surprised. May you find joy in it. Grow stronger, more savage, and savor every triumph.
I'd rather not have your blessing, thank you.
In the meantime, I will reclaim that which is rightfully mine.
Ah, good fraternal side or whatever. Parent side. Ba 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 ba. Oh, a new body to steal, right? Is that where we're going with this? It's bright enough that I can be seen. I think you need a brighter red. Good thing I didn't choose a blue color. In the midst of a requiem for heroes, a voice rings out across time and space, saying... Nothing, okay. In the fields of tranquil light, sow your seeds of darkness. The seeds of darkness. I mean... It's one song. I will see darkness, yo. Let me real quickly see what's this. Actually, how much room do I have? Wrong thing. I'm tired enough. I'm just going through things, aren't I? I'll open those when I can get to a whatchamacallit. Tara is itching, in room. Tara is itching to share with you what appears to be good news, everyone! Good news, Ishnai! We have a stroke of luck in our search for that beacon. Apparently, our colleagues have stumbled across a hidden path leading down into the hollows around the base of the Crystal Tower. A path I doubt we'd ever find had the Ironworks and the Suns not added their numbers to the party. Thanks to them, we have eager eyes at plenty down there, checking under rocks and peering under every nook and cranny. Still, it sounds like there's a lot of ground to cover. Good that I'll be there to find it immediately. I'd be best go ahead and give him a hand. My thoughts exactly. The sooner we find this beacon, the sooner you can travel to wherever this mysterious voice is coming from. It's coming from inside the house. And the sooner we can work out how to help our friends. We have to find a way to wake them up. And before the Empire comes calling again, meaning we have no time to lose, I will take as much time as possible. There's a boat to the north of Silver Tier, waiting to ferry people to the site, so let's be at it. The Syracuse Trench. Ah, the name of the second raid. Let's get this outfit and beacon, and then I might need to end the stream. Because I think I feel a headache coming on. Not just any headache, a migraine. I know signs. I've had enough of them. Hey, ferryman! Heading to the survey site, ma'am? It's on the eastern shore of the lake, and the swiftest way to get there is by boat. Anor! I could need your help. Next to that mouse with the heart don't seem to matter. I've detected no slavering beasts in the vicinity. My sister accepted. Except horny on the mind, woman! Air here wears heavily on me. 'Tis a wonder, I suppose, when the standing in the shadow of such an imposing structure. Ironwork is out in force, Master Garleon's orders. The towering edifice is the outer wall of the crystal tower's foundation. Labyrinth of Ancients, to be precise. Yeah, I've been in there enough. Ishnai, the search continues, but I have no doubt we'll find this beacon of yours. Yes, since I am here, we will find it.
Look how many people there are!
I mean, some.
Should we get to it then? Pick up anything that seems the least bit device-like, and we'll make ourselves a pile.
Sure!
Well, if it isn't the hero of the hour, maybe you'll change our look.
Yes, actually I will.
All without you.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I'm here.
Biggs! Wedge!
Aww. Wedge. You know she had a couple boyfriends at
we
the other
could hardly
place.
say no to a call for aid from the Scions. Jesse called it the chief of some other business, so we'll be working twice as hard to make up for his not being here.
The Omega, which I still haven't done.
Thrice as hard, even.
Thank you, both of you. I'm sure we'll find that beacon in no time.
Yeah, no time. I'm here. That's the no time.
I'm not seeing anything out here. Do you reckon you could squeeze in there, Wedge?
Do it. Do it.
And get stuck halfway? No, thank you.
Get some grease and, pull you out.
I could try if you like.
Tataru, no! We couldn't ask you to do that.
Oh, I'll be fine. This receptionist is not afraid to get her hands dirty.
In many ways.
Sorry, I meant to say, the scholars haven't finished their preliminary assessment of the site yet, so we're not supposed to venture too far in.
Sorry, you said something?
What's that you got there?
Something.
Now that looks promising.
I know, right?
Isn't that the Ironworks symbol? Counterfeiters?
Now I have you.
You are right.
What's happening?
Now I have
Stay
you.
with me. Focus on my voice.
Sure.
Let expanse contract. Eon become instant.
Gates wide open.
Wait, this must be it. The device. Oh, this is supposed to happen.
Oh, good.
Throw wide the gates that we may pass.
Oh,
Safe journey, warrior of light. Find our friends and bring them home.
I mean, my body is going with me, so I mean, that might be a bit of a worry between the two of those. At least, I think it is. Because it needed a physical connection. Well... Yes... I died. I'm joking, I'm joking. Yeah, it is. So cool.
It is a day for faded reunions.
For showing me
The dawn's light will
You just have all your memories pass by it.
Do not look at me so.
Oh yeah, I know. It had the whole credit thing.
This is one battle.
When you die, you have all your you know, memories pass by your.
We did everything right. Everything that was asked of us, and still it came to this.
Ah, shame. Ophelia? Ophelia? Ophelia?
Your time has not yet come.
Oh, I'm not supposed to die yet? Figure, you know, main protagonist here. Oh, it's the Warrior of Light dude. Roxas? Joking, joking! And then he gets hit by me. Oh, that's funk. Okay. I just look.
From endless dreams I awake.
More voices in my head.
Vague, yet urgent, calls me to action once more.
Warrior of Light's voice, isn't it? The actual warrior. Thing. Hey, it's one of the brothers.
Rare to meet someone out here who's not a peddler themselves. What brings you into the wilds this time of night?
You have a different voice than I was thinking. What do you mean this time of night?
Well, if it ain't the oldest joke in the book. Me grandad, God's rest his soul, used to tell that one to the barman at kicking out time. And when, pray tell, did we last have a dark night? You rotten old drunk, you, he'd reply.
Just go with it. Go with it.
Over 100 bleeding years ago, that's when. You got that look down to a T. I'd almost think you meant it.
I might.
Ah, got to you, did they? Poor beggar. That explains it then.
Oh, you mean like sin? You know, the sin sickness? Gotta get to make the Final Fantasy X reference.
Well, I've roads
Nice
to
ring.
travel and wares to sell, but you'd best hurry along to the town nearby.
Chocobo.
Just head east through the trees and aim for the Shining Tower. You'll find the place soon enough. 'Tis the biggest settlement for malms around.
Good that he practices fire safety.
Go on now, friend. They'll take good care of you in the Crystarium.
Are they gonna take me behind the shed and shoot me? Also, I don't remember turning on automatic. Oh, being that my character likes purple. God, I am in heaven.
To dizzying heights it rises. The gleaming spire. Its tip threatening to pierce the blinding canopy.
Yay that I have another narrator in my head. I mean, I have so many voices in my head.
It
Just
will
join
all
them.
begin anew. Between dark and light. The pure and the corrupt. The one true struggle.
The one true ring. The one real ring. No, I'm not at 13 hours. Shut the fuck up. Can't stop. Oh, stop. Help me. The ADHD and autism taking over. Ah! I mean, it's already been taken over. I mean, it's narrow-minded monotropism. It's a narrow focus lens. Story too interesting. Help me.
Halt.
Halt. I mean, halt. Yes, I'm halting. Live the game. Yeah, I know, right?
Every face in this city I know. Yours, I do not.
I mean...
This is the threshold of the Crystarium, stranger, and I am its gatekeeper. If you would enter, you will answer my questions.
My questions 3? What is your name? What is your quest? What is your favorite color?
From where do you hail?
Tanya.
Do you take me for a fool? No such place exists. Had you given me an honest answer, I would not have barred your way. We care little here for a person's place of origin. But instead, you chose concealment. And I will not suffer you to pass.
I mean, there could be a new location. That ring. The what?
That one had eaten. It must have gulped down the whole hand. Ring and all.
Where's the chocobo? Oh, it's Twink.
Everything all right, Captain?
Twink!
Quite all right, my lord. Just a stray sin eater, and a weak one at that.
I'm not hurting bread
I
and
see.
girl.
Weak or not, we should be on the lookout for more. But I see you've met my guest. I will escort her to the Crystarium myself, if you've no objections.
Another of your mysterious friends, is it? I should have known.
Very mysterious.
Very well. I'll inform the others your guest is to be given the run of the city.
Woo!
Pray forgive my less than cordial welcome. May the rest of your stay with us be a pleasant one.
I'm quite sure as long as you're around, it'll be pleasant. And also, you know, Twink Boy over here.
Come with me. I will answer whatever questions you have when we are somewhere more private.
You missed the stream with Fran. So I'm betting she'll show up more in the expansion after this, since we'll be in Dalmasca.
Right then, before we plunge into the wheres and wherefores, let me first thank you for answering my summons.
I mean, you didn't give much of a choice.
I had intended to bring you directly to my personal quarters.
Kinky.
But I fear my aim was slightly off. That you were still able to make the crossing unharmed is a great relief.
Yes. Well, you were looking you were looking for me, you know, all those callings
And so,
for me.
we come to the question of where. The realm in which you now find yourself belongs to one of the 13 reflections, or shards. The first, to be precise, even if its inhabitants are largely oblivious to the fact.
I mean, I'm quite sure that's a good thing.
As to wherefore, having been awarded the rather grandiose title of Crystal Exarch, I, in my capacity as caretaker of the Crystarium, thought to seek the aid of you and your companions.
The Crystal Tower, that's the same as we have in our world. Linking fact. Are there the other scions here? I'm not gonna start glaring at him and saying, how much trouble have you caused, young man?
That is a question with no simple answer. But all shall be explained in due course, I promise you.
I'm quite sure it will be a simple answer, and you'll just put it off until the end.
Let us begin with the glaring skies up above. Here in the first, the world has been all but consumed by primordial light. It began a century ago, by this realm's reckoning. A luminous flood swallowing everything in its path. More than 9/10 of this star was lost.
Was that when Mentphilia was there with, you know, standing at the, you know, glitching out?
And the fortunate few who survived are hounded by abominations born of that catastrophe even now. Sin Eaters, we call them. The creature you saw earlier was one such monstrosity.
I've noticed the biblical things. Like, over there it said that it was called Fort Job, which they might be wronging and say Fort Job, but it's Job, because I know the spelling, because it has 2 B's in it, and it's a reference to biblical stuff. I bet there's going to be a lot of biblical references here. The Book of Job.
It was to save the First from this menace that I learned to bridge the rift between worlds. That I might call upon the aid of the greatest of heroes.
Thanks, but you missed.
And though it meant depriving a world of its champion, I had to try, for in saving the First, you would bring salvation to the Source as well.
Cool.
But what manner of host harangues his guests in the middle of the road? Let us continue our talk within the Crystarium.
Low walk. No. Yes, hot boots. Yes, I am a red mage. And there's even hotter boots at for the raid at the end of this. Nier there's a crossover with Nier.
Vibrant city.
And you can take what you want with that.
The sole sanctuary for the living in a world all but resigned to oblivion.
Yes.
Each stone was laid with hope. The town itself a symbol. A monument to defiance in the face of death.
I mean, to be fair, it is, like, the fourth
No
one
would-be hero could fail to answer
Third
its
in.
call. For who among us does not yearn for salvation?
I don't. Also, I missed half that talk. Something about people oblivion and trying to survive. Hot bunny girls. There's an entire tribe of them in there. I mean, there's in the other game, but I mean the other. And here we are. Welcome to my friend to the Crystarium. Yes, I do. I managed to get it. Is it? Back in over. Who wants to fight you for it? I mean, Now, a full frank discussion in privacy of my city would seem to be in order, but you're going to give me a tour of the city first, right? I was joking, but okay. Crystal Art. Art. I think the conversation would be more meaningful if you were to give Kerber Grath's situation here. To that end, I would like you to visit a few of the Crystarium's civic leaders and glean something of this world and its predicament. Good that my voice isn't already going out. As you can see, this path will take you directly to an Aetherite, a convenience in which I am sure you are only too familiar with. Being the rightful object of my summoning spell, you should in theory, be able to reach all the way back to your Aetheric trail and find a connection to the source, believe it or not. I strongly suggest you complete this attunement before venturing any further. Game, why don't you just do it for us anyways, in case you have like a memory of mine and have been up for so long. After you've done so, walk up the stairs next to the Aetherite and head out to the left to arrive at the Crystalline Mean. This is where you'll find our collective Crouchers and Gatherers, as well as their spokesperson, Catless. Totally not named after Katniss or anything. Other people I should like you to meet. Another is Morin. To reach him and his Cabinet of Curiosity, you'll want to avoid the aforementioned steps. Take the exit on the left and simply continue straight along until you come to the large door at the end of the path. The third and final person is Brage. Our main man in charge of trade and distribution used to be found in the markets, which you can access from the opposite side. Good, I've forgotten each of those directions. And seeking out each of my colleagues, you'll visit the major districts of the city, hopefully gain a feel for the place. I trust my directions were simple enough. Sorry, I was having one of those selective deaf moments again. I'm gonna make the joke crystal clear. Ha, very good. I can see. The layout of the Crystarium owes more to historic necessity than planning. I'm sure we'll learn its twists and turns before long. In all honesty, the true challenge may be finding the right way to approach its citizens. That's what I was kind of thinking. As you discovered during your encounter with the captain, the people of this world are unaware of the existence of other stars, and will struggle to accept the truth of your origin. That being the case, when they ask whence you hail, as they inevitably will, I suggest you claim to share a homeland with the Crystal Exarch. There is an unspoken rule about peering too deeply into that particular mystery. Oh, my dear seeker of sun friend. When you finish making the rounds, meet me in the meet me in the large court to the center of town. Until then, I'm growing too tired for this, but I want to continue at least a little bit longer. Oh my fucking god. Oh, it actually is making me on the quest line do this. Smart game, smart. Focusing detect the flow of vastly distant currents of aether. Your connection to the energies is faint but stable. Should allow you to teleport the aethers across in the source. Alright. Also probably should grab the small aetherites or whatever. You know, round and about. I think the rookery one's down there. Good me. See what over there. You know what? No. Thinking something to the side against it. A tuna. That was a bad joke. Most of my jokes are bad, actually. They seem to be getting no better. Rare to see a place so well stocked with goods, isn't it? But not here. I'm gonna guess you're new to our fair city. No. Well, for what it's worth, you've chosen a fine sanctuary. The Arc can throw up a barrier if the Sin Eaters come knocking, so it's a damn sight safer in here than it is out there. Safer and more civilized, too, thanks to us at the Mean. We work together to procure materials and resources, and craft the goods which make city life possible. This is the place you visit if you need a coat mended or a kettle forged. Just don't go thinking it'll be handed to you on a plate like those at the Morian layabouts. Here in the Crystarium, we work for a living. Though I see you're no stranger to honest labor. You don't have the whiff of insolence about you that, like some folks I've met. So I can't quite pin down your profession. Where is it you're from? Hell, I mean... Oh, one of the Exarch's countrymen, you see. See. Well then, I'll work twice as hard to make you feel welcome. Our city wouldn't even exist if it weren't for him. Any friend of his is a friend of ours. It's really incredible when you think about it. They say his grand magic summoned the Crystal Tower into existence and pulled the entire thing out of thin air, as though it was pulling it from our dimension, you know? 'Cause the only person who has the bloodline of the guy. Yeah. It wasn't long before droves of refugees began congregating around its base, desperate for shelter after losing their homes to the flood. That's how the Crystorium began. At the XR invitation, buildings started going up. With the help of some curious relics brought forth from the tower, the place gradually expanded into the thriving metropolis you see today. The city has stood here for decades now, yet the eldest among us swear this XR looks exactly the same he did back then. He's indeed a man of many mysteries, yes, he is. But for all his secrecy, he has never yet let us down. So if he and you wish to remain silent about your shared homeland, then the folk here will respect your wish for privacy. I am, however, more than a little curious to see any crafting talent you might be hiding. If you have I haven't worked on it much, ought to contribute on that front, be sure to come back and visit once you've had a chance to settle in. Just ask for Catless, and I'll find you a niche here in the Crystal Mean. You can help us keep the cogs of the city greased and turning. Taught you life in the Crystarium. Yeah, it's also taught me my voice is absolutely having a right fit with this. Is that down? No, that's down. Alright, I mean, I have to go down to the crystal whatchamacallits anyways. Up. That. Making me go round! No! Oh, it's not letting me in there either. Oh. How do I get the... Age, Armo trainer. Are you the Chocobo stuff? Did he come to the right place? 1 second. Oh, okay, you are the Chocobo things. I think he's adorable. Look at him! Look at him! He's so adorable. Bite my hand off. I feel. Maybe grab the rookery one. Atuna. Look, I'm lazy. Also tired. 14 hours, people. And Nutsy member? Yes, that does say that. Don't. I'm not actually sounding, you know. Nutsport. Okay. Oh, pretty. So, I'm reading a single passage about Shoebill, a bird they says possesses a singular, supremely regal air. I must say, I find it quite fascinating. I fear I'm about to meet a librarian who's going to be very threatening to me. Don't hurt me. Excuse me, miss. Are you recently come to the city, perchance? I'm quite familiar with our civic roles, you see, and, well, What I mean to ask is, have you brought any books with you? A rubbled scroll, even. A scrap of scribbled paper on parchment. I mean, I have a lot of things. My apologies. Literature is something of an obsession of mine, as well as a profession. Librarian Morin at your service, and this humble collection is known as the Cabinet of Curiosity. I mean, there is a bunch of curiosity here. As your powers of perceptions have likely informed you, my colleagues and I are responsible for curating all matter of tomes, documents, and other vehicles for the written word. As horrific as the loss of life and land wrought by the flood unquestionably was, the damage to record knowledge was no less catastrophic. Few do all we can to preserve what wisdom survived. Now tell me, what brings you to the cabinet today? Looking for any title in particular? Mayhap a spot of academic research? Oh, so you're interested in modern history. I think it's the only history we really have. Splendid. A thorough review of recent events can often yield novel perspectives. I quite agree. If you would prefer some visual to accompany the account, then I think I have an illustrated history book for children somewhere. Just a moment, I'll fetch it for you. Sure, illustrate away. Can you speak it away? My voice is going. And here we are. Would you like to pull up a chair? Make yourself more comfortable? Ahem. On with the lesson then. Oh, you're adorable. Once in a galaxy far, far away. A few hundred years ago, or near enough not to matter, villains noticed the Warriors of Light slew the Shadowkeeper, the Steward of Darkness. In the wake of this tainted deed, light began pouring into the world as if from unseen cracks. It pooled and swelled without cease until the day an enormous blinding wave rose up and swept across our star. We called this calamity the Flood of Light. Everything it touched was a leech of life and vigor, leave not behind but the luminous wasteland. I don't like the burns. By the looks of it. Yet, just when it seemed all would be lost, a savior appeared before us. The Oracle of Light. She stood between us and approached the doom, and by her power did she stay the flood. Thus was Novarant alone spared the fate of the erasure. Tragedy would, however, arrive in another form. From the blasted emptiness descended horrors of strange and terrible aspect, to bedevil the few folk who survived. These sin-eaters were light incarnate. Their florid presence stole the night from Norvant's skies. Even now they circled the remaining bastions of civilization, ever on the hunt for us, ever hungering for our flesh. Num 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 fresh. And thus did the world become what it is. Should you ever wish to hear the tale again, I'll be glad to retell it for you. Or would you... I'd rather speak of other matters. That too will be my pleasure. I'll be glad of the company. You're a nerd and I love you. Exchange. You're nerdy like me. Woo! The contents of the book may be immutable, but yet depending on one's perspective, the lesson one learns may be different indeed. In other words, I'm very much in favor of revisiting a story one has already read. You're adorable. Okay, we are going to the other side, so might as well. Where's the pendant? Where did I miss the pendant? Oh, that there. I'm going the wrong direction! I'm awake! Let me grab both these before I forget. And then the guy. Raggy, you know? I can make a Monster Hunter joke, but my mind's too fried to make it. Ha! You don't have a slaughter him. Let's look at Jaggy and I got steam here, but the soul wants, but the flesh is weak. The flesh is weak. You tune yourself off, Sorry, Lakeland is now available at the Aether. Hi, sir. Raggy, let's go. New to the city, friend. Head spinning wide eyes give you away. I mean, I tend to be like that all the time, so might be a constant. Welcome, my name's Braggy, and I'm the master of these markets. They gave the district another official title, but I'm not in the habit of using it. Too florid by my behalf. Any case, our merchants stock over words. Range of equipment for a mistel such as yourself. So finding something in your size shouldn't be a problem. I'm actually Makote. Must be a dialect I'm not familiar with. Let's see if we can straighten this out. See those two in front of us? The shorter one is a Hume. I mean, in front of us. Well, there. The taller one is an elf. Cool! The shorty one's a gent. Well, the ones with the horns is a Dran. And the one who had the long scaly chest with long tails and an act for raising livestock. That'd be the Zune. I like that name better than the which apparently is not the name you know them why. Now I'm curious to know which far-flung region you hail from. The same as the XR? A? Well, that explains it. You don't get much further flung than that. Oh, tell me about it. We've had a few of your lot pass through in recent years. Despite their obvious learning, they floundered over the simplest of things. Oh, bite me. But not to worry. Should you find yourself confused by the local language or customs, I'll be here to answer your questions. Just because I flounder now doesn't mean I'll flounder forever. I mean, yes, but I mean on different floundering things. And then I'll forget stuff and then proceed to flounder on the things that I already thought they didn't flounder on anymore. Chat. Well, how did you fare? Did my colleagues help you form a clearer picture of this world and its people? Good that I wrote it down, apparently. Yes, it seems you were treated to a mostly thorough introduction. I understand that some of it was a chore. Yes. But it was necessary to grasp these things before we proceed. As for the Crystal Tower's origin... God? Did you kill God? Or the Pope? God and the Pope. You may not have... The prigs in it. Yeah, absolutely. The details were sparse. The structure is in fact the self-same one you know from the source, transported to the first in its entirety. It was my first attempt at breaching boundaries between worlds. Something of a trial run for your eventual crossing. And although I do not know which era I tore it from, I do know that its arrival has served to set the wheels of motion, a fate in motion. What? I mean, it's still in my world. Ready to discuss. Good that it shows whether it's a top or pants. It's ready to discuss the matter of your comrades' whereabouts. You've done as I've requested and learned something of the world in which you find yourself. Now it's time to fulfill my half of the bargain and explain what has befallen your comrades. Can we... My voice is going. That, however, is a conversation I would have in the privacy of my quarters. However, can you please be speaking during it? Well, I don't have to. Must go on ahead to the tower and organize a few things, but I shall see the guard knows to admit you. And just like that, then Grahatia is... I am not familiar... Bullshit! Bullshit! Familiar with that name. Is there something I should know? An extraordinary tale, but I'm afraid I found no such individual residing in the tower when it passed into my care, because you are! Mayhap we can revisit that mystery another time. Aha! For now, I think it's best we focus on the present. The only one that can control it is Grahatia. So don't give me that bullshit. Greetings, madam. The Exarch waits for you. I mean, currently the only one who is alive. Kind of alive. Please speak so my voice doesn't die anymore. I really need to edit after this, or at least But anyways, congrats on killing...
Welcome to the Ocular, my private study. We can speak here without fear of being overheard.
Good, because my voice is...
I have much to explain, but the truths which I must touch upon in doing so would cause only distress and confusion to the people of this world. Pray keep that in mind.
I will shout it from the rooftops, yes.
Now, I am sure you are desperate to know the fate of your fellow scions.
Oh, yes.
To put it simply, they are here in the first.
I noticed. I mean,
Their
from the sound of
arrival,
it.
however, was not as recent as you may imagine. Here, time flows at a different pace from that of the source. In the space of a single hour in your home world, an entire year might pass in the first.
But is that
And the
still happening
reverse
now?
could also be true. The pace fluctuates without rhyme or reason, and it cannot be predicted.
Sure, game developers, sure.
That said, we seem to be entering a period of near equivalence. And thus, for the moment, you need not overly concern yourself with the passage of time.
For the moment.
As for your companions, however, Yustola and Urianger have dwelled here for 3 winters, all told.
3 years.
While Thancred's count stands at 5.
Okay.
Even our more recent arrivals, Alphino and Alize, have lived in the first for almost a year.
Oh, growing up.
My intention had been to summon only you, but the art of reaching across worlds has proven exceedingly difficult to master. Thus it was that my fumbling hand closed upon those to whom your fate is most closely bound as well.
Cool.
As they were not the
Naked.
object of my summons, their transference was incomplete. Though they may
Sacred was
appear
naked
to
again.
possess corporeal bodies, they are, in truth, merely spirits that one can see and touch.
Sacred was naked again.
Consequently, while you yourself will be able to pass between worlds with relative freedom, they will not. Much as it grieves me, they are stranded here, unable to return.
I will find out a way. What have they been doing all this time?
We spent every waking hour searching for a way to reverse the summoning. In the beginning, at least.
But
as you may have
is it enough?
surmised, however, our efforts met with little success. And then we all but abandoned the endeavor once Urianger shared with us the vision he had witnessed during his journey through the rift. In that chaotic no-man's land between realms, time and space warp and blend in unexpected ways. What Urianger saw was the future. That which would one day come to pass.
Everybody dies.
In
And we
his
lose.
vision of tomorrow, the first was rejoined with the source. This collision of worlds brought about the 8th umbral calamity and the deaths of countless multitudes.
Woo.
Amongst those who perished, Urianger clearly saw the fall of the Scion's mightiest champion. He watched you die.
I mean, I refuse, but go ahead.
And thus did the Scions embrace their exile, and began searching this world
Urianger's
for a
too
means to
close.
forestall the coming catastrophe in yours. Their souls are stranded in the first, yes, but they have fought on, desperate to save their home and you from destruction.
Oh, what
Nor have their efforts been in vain, for it was they who finally established that the elimination of the Sin Eaters will indeed serve to prevent the calamity. Considering these circumstances of our meeting, you would
yeah,
be
everybody
forgiven for
does, yeah.
doubting my version of events.
Hello. We're almost at 14. I think this is the longest stream I've had. I think that we're at almost the longest stream. Considering the circumstances.
And so,
Morning.
before all else, I would suggest you
Morning.
track down your comrades and hear the tale from their lips. I shall of course be happy to assist in these reunions, and you need not make any decisions regarding your involvement until you are certain of where you stand.
Oh, Tia, you already know where I'm going on
Meanwhile,
this.
I promise I will not rest until I have found a way to help your friends return home.
I'll hold you to that.
What say you? Have I earned your trust for the moment, at least?
Right. Aye, but I'll see you keep that promise.
Excellent. You will not regret this.
I mean, there will be some regrets, but it won't be, like, too much
With that
regret.
settled, we shall have to see about getting you ready for the road.
Oh, what?
Traveling across the rift has no doubt left you weary. I will arrange for a room where you might rest in comfort. While it's being prepared, perhaps I can show you around.
Like a date? Also, wasn't I walking around already? You sent me on a wild fucking goose chase to find out all of the shit. Alright, let's have this date. The Crystorium boasts a number of residential districts, but I've been informed that a room has just become available at the Pendants. Good, it'll stay my room, won't it, forever? Which it turns out is perfect. Our path there will take us past the markets, and I was hoping to give you my own introduction to their wares. Come along. I am a girl. I know how shopping works. Also, the fact that I'm a girl, also, who's very, very, you know, unshopping person, usually figures out which shops she's just gonna go straight for and ignore all the rest. Kinda like the game shopping. Like, literally. Does it look like anything's interesting in the wares section? No? Keep moving. Ignore and act like it's just... I'm always shopping videos. It's true! Me running around looking for good outfits.
This is the Musica Universalis, the commercial heart of the Crystarium. What you might need to prepare for your journeys can be purchased here.
Oh, sell shit to me. Great idea. I mean, Graya. Ah! I'm tired! I can't speak! I can't breathe! Ah!
You must be curious about the currency. Fear not. The gil you carry will serve you well enough.
The fuck? Ow!
Each
Why?
nation once minted its own coins, but 'twas all a jumbled mess following the flood. After much debate, the local merchants eventually elected to revert to the old ways, wherein a coin's value was decided by the worth of its metal. As for a unit of measurement, we agreed upon the term gil.
Oh, if you
a
didn't,
word borrowed
you know.
from coins uncovered within the Crystal Tower here.
I was about to say, you didn't have any part to play with that. No, nah.
And as our traders peddled their wares across the land, so too did our usage of gil become common practice. From what your stola tells me, a standard coin from the source equates to exactly 1 gil here, or near enough not to matter. Our way of life has benefited greatly from the artifacts we recovered from the tower.
Yeah, you recovered,
Some of which may be familiar to you.
Like you? Except you're denying it? Cell phones! Yes, more poetic. Even my own character's tired of this shit.
But I fear it would not be practical for us to provide everything to which you are accustomed. You shall need a means to access the commodities of your homeworld.
Oh?
A Van Kerm Sin?
That's...
Yes, I'm here. Of course I'm here.
That's Welsh.
What do you have for me
That's
today?
Gaelic Welsh. As somebody who's studying Gaelic.
My dear
As a nerd.
Feo Ul, paragon of
Feo
pixie
Ul.
kind. For you,
Well, that
I
is
have
Welsh.
the most
It's
vital task.
Gaelic altogether, but there's Welsh in it.
This
I mean,
fine
what about-
lady is a friend
I'm
from a
tired.
distant realm.
It's Gaelic. But I mean,
And we have need of a means to ferry things back and forth from her home. Might you be able to assist us in this matter?
You came from beyond, didn't you? From beyond the rift?
yes.
How wonderfully exciting! What a brave and reckless and marvelous thing you did! You've the heart of a pixie, you do.
Well, also, I have no survival instincts.
After careful consideration, I have decided to grant you my assistance.
Yay.
Make a pact with me and the fun can begin.
I mean, I was already having fun, but yeah, by being that it's almost 14 hours kind of show, but I mean...
But answer me this, traveller. Did your garments come with you when you crossed over? Your teeth? Your nails?
Yes. Crystal.
Just as I thought. Then you've a good stout connection with your home through which all your belongings, great and small, may easily pass. From this moment forth I will be your Ishnai Fis, and you my Snai Yak. Like the branch which sprouts from the sapling, our bond will flow unbroken from one to the other. Raise your hand.
I solemnly swear I'm up to no good.
Tis done. We are bound now, dearest sapling. Come then. Make
Danger,
your request.
danger.
Tell me your desire. I wish to visit this world of yours.
Mayhap a message to your friends in the Source to inform them of your safe arrival.
Don't scare Tataru too much, please. I'm quite sure Tataru will murder me if I don't have it sent to her first.
Consider it done.
As you heard, that was Feo Ul of the Pixies.
Yes,
Their
Feo
kind
Ul.
possess an affinity for magic akin to that of arcane beings. They rarely show themselves in populated areas, but Feo is insatiably curious even by Pixie standards, and seems to have taken a liking to the Crystarium.
I mean, you could call them she.
Right, we were going to organize a room for you, weren't we? Come along.
A room for me? You shouldn't have. As a result, you can now access delivery moogles, square reports, and sewing bells while in the first. But somehow my servants will make it there, won't they? I don't know. Right. Off you go. I'm kind of glad I took the pain medication to ward off any, pain that the headache is coming along with. Hi! There you are. I was just finalizing the matter of your accommodation. You'll have a private room here at the Penance for your duration of your stay, to make use as you see fit. Oh no. When you're ready to retire, the manager will show you to your lodgings. Pray, rest, and recuperate, and we shall reconvene in the ocular anon. I believe that covers all practical concerns. Thank you for answering my call, Ishnai. We are denied the comforting blanket of night, but may peaceful dreams attend you nonetheless. Well, hopefully they will have windows. I might have, used a few things to continuously jump between areas to see if it was up or not. Pleasure to meet you, miss, and welcome to your new home at the Pendants. And of course, as a Fox Vtuber, it was required that I had to get, my Fox kit. Your room is ready if you care to retire. Oh, please. Like they're gonna actually let me retire. Maybe. Who knows? Great. You'd think that, they'd take away more of the light in here. Yes, me.
You?
The heartless? Heartless? Or not heartless? Or... Hi, warrior dude.
I know you. You're the warrior of light from the Source.
No, I'm not. Maybe. I don't know. You haven't cleaned your axe still. The warrior of darkness. I look unthrilled to have him in my bedroom.
Did you just... You can hear me?
No. Sorry, everything's... I say every room comes with... Yeah, I know. So, sorry. Everything's crackling. I can't hear you. No.
Oh, gods, how long has it been?
Well, being how quickly I'm going through this game, it's been a month. Yeah, sorry, Ricky. Going through a tunnel.
That was what I called myself in your world. The Warrior of Darkness. My real name is Ardbert. I used an alias in the Source. A daft one, looking back.
I mean, all of us make stupid mistakes.
If you recall my tale, it was my comrades and I who caused the flood.
Okay. But you tried to save them.
We thought our home doomed. And so we listened to the Ascians. Let them guide us to the source, and tried to hasten their goddamned ardor. I remember when we fell, defeated by you and yours. I remember our audience with Minfilia.
So do I,
She
actually.
listened to our pleas and returned our souls to the first. The flood was poised to swallow Norvrant.
Oh, that's how you say it. I will forget it.
Minfilia and my friends, they surrendered what little they had left to hold it back. Just faded away. Leaving me to bear witness.
Witness!
Tell me, do you know the year? How much time has passed since we caused the flood?
Centuries. Or a century.
100 years. 100 long years.
Sweetie. He's a ghost! Oh no, who'd have thought? Why am I reacting this way? He's shiny, I would think.
My hands find no purchase. My gestures catch no eye, and my pleas, be they whispered or screamed, reach not a single ear.
Somehow you're still walking on, you know, I think we're up a few floors, though.
I am a shade, cursed to do naught but drift.
Don't keep me awake.
I feel as if I've been walking forever. I hardly noticed when my mind and body began to fray at the edges.
So good that I have brought you back to somewhat not fraying.
Then bang! My senses were sharp again. I felt like a fish being reeled in, and
I mean, I
before
didn't
knew
realize
it,
I was fishing.
I found myself in this room.
Yes, I was fishing for you.
Why is it that you can see me? What are you even doing here, come to that?
I don't know, game developers. Why am I here? Alright, to be the main protagonist and save everyone.
You were summoned to save the first.
I know, hilarious, isn't it?
A waste of time. This world is beyond saving. Like those who try to save it.
Turn off that light. Yeah, I know, right? The world is beyond saving. You know, everybody tells me what I can and can't do, and I always seem to prove them the fuck wrong. Eventually, I might, you know, fall a few
I've
times.
not forgotten that. But if fate has brought me to you, the one person in this god's-forsaken world who can see and hear me, then perhaps there is a reason I endured.
Gods have a horrible sense of humor.
If I can find out why I was left behind, then maybe I can bring this journey of mine to an end.
Maybe. Maybe not.
Well, I'll be watching, Warrior of Light.
I hope not
But
when
do
I'm
me a favor.
bathing.
Be careful out there.
Or changing.
This world has had its fill of heroes.
They didn't have the right hero, though. You know, it's quite bright in here, and also covers. Who needs them? Also, pajamas. What's that? I swear, since I usually sleep during the day anyways, the fact that she is there, and there's so much light in this room, bothers me. I just, you know. Alright, I'm just gonna... We're at 14 hours, everybody. I want to... The spirit, willing, body, weak. Hey, Fox, you still there? Take us away. Find us a raid. I need to be good. I also... streaming Genshin tonight to do the... part of the summer event and also the Imaginarium or whatever. Any other find them. Or is Fox not here to pay attention? Alright, y'all! This was just like Ciarfox. I think I found somebody. I hope you have a good day or night, whatever it is, wherever it is you currently are. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like, subscribe, and comment! I'm gonna go fucking fast out. Bye, y'all! Night, night, or morning, morning, or whatever the fuck.